Hello everyone, welcome to Math Majlis with Dr. Khalil. In this video, I will start chapter 9. Coordinate geometry, also called two-dimensional geometry. In this, we have four sections: 9.1, 9.2, 9.3 and 9.4. So in this video, I will start with 9.1. Which is rectangular coordinate system. So first of all, let us understand what is rectangular coordinate system. So what we are going to do here is, let's say this whiteboard is a plane. What I will do on this plane, for your case, if you are using notebook, your page is your plane. So plane is something, a surface. So on the plane, I draw two lines which are perpendicular. That is, they are making an angle of 90 degree. So on the plane, I draw two lines cutting at one point. This point is known as origin. This point is known as origin. That is, two lines meeting at one point is the origin. Origin means from that point onwards, you measure right side, left side, up and down. This horizontal line, this origin is denoted by the letter O, and the horizontal line is denoted by X, O, X. The vertical line is denoted by Y, O, Y dash. So we have two lines, X, O, X dash, Y, O, Y dash. What are these? This point is origin, from where I will start measuring, or I just scale it here. So when I go along the OX, it is positive. Along OX dash, it is negative. Along OY, it is positive. Along OY, Y dash, we have negative. So we have two lines, XO X dash, YO Y dash, and they are meeting at making an angle of 90 degree, and they meet at one point, that is origin, from where I measure, I am scaling here, that is dividing into what you call the measurement. So we have positive, negative. So what is happening here is that when I draw two lines on the plane, so this is known as rectangular coordinate system. This whole thing is known as rectangular coordinate system. What it does, that is, these two lines are dividing the whole plane into four parts. 1, 2, third part and fourth part. And these are called quadrants. There are four quadrants. You are going to name in the anti-clockwise direction. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the plane is dividing into four quadrants. And any point here will be plus plus. Any point here it will be minus plus because of minus first x and then y. Here we have minus minus any point in this what you call quadrant, and any point in this quadrant will be plus minus. So this is how we define the rectangular coordinate system. Now let's come to what are these things are called. Remember here we have x, O, x dash. This is called x-axis, the horizontal line. Y, O, y dash. It is called y-axis. And O, it is called origin. Right? OX is positive, OX dash is negative, OY is positive, OY dash is negative. So here any point in this plane, that is quadrant, will give you plus plus, that the sign, and minus plus because of x first, and then minus minus, minus minus, and plus minus. So always remember here, this is what the rectangular coordinate system. So another point I would like to just mention here is that any point on any plane or quadrant, that means in any quadrant, whether 1, 2, 3, 4, quadrants are the part of the plane. So any point on any plane are denoted by the ordered pair. This is ordered pair. Pair means 2 in number. Order means the first is x, the second is y. This is the rule. That is why it is called ordered pair. So any point on any of this quadrant or in any plane is always given by 2 numbers and which are ordered. Let's say an example here. Check. Suppose I will take the first quadrant. This is the first quadrant. Right? Suppose I have a point here, P. I want to find the location of this point P. So what I will do, I will drop a perpendicular to the x-axis. I will drop the perpendicular to the y-axis. Then this is your origin from where you start measure. So let's say this distance is x1 and let's say that this distance is y1. And you know that in the first quadrant both are positive. So therefore, what are the coordinates of this point? The distance from this to this is x1. I will have to write first. The distance from here to here I need to write in the second place. Cannot change. Means it is a pair and it is ordered. The first x1, y. So here this is positive, this is also positive because OX takes positive value, OY takes the positive value. That's why any point in the first quadrant will be plus plus. Any point in the second quadrant will be minus plus. Any point in the third quadrant minus minus. Any point in the fourth quadrant minus plus. So first x and then y. That is why it is called ordered pair. This is all about the rectangular coordinate system. So based on this, let us solve examples in section 7.9.1. Exercise 9.1. Here we have first 4 questions. Let me take question number 3. -8, 3, -4, 0, 0, -6, 6, 9. So you are given 4 points here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at it. One ordered pair is 1 point. So you are given 4 points. What's your question? These 4 points you have to plot. Plot means show the location of these 4 points on the rectangular coordinate system. So what we have to do first? Draw the coordinate system. Right? Now you see this is your starting point, the origin. Right? Now look at the values of x. Here we have value is 6, right? So I will have to take 6 here because it is a positive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we have here. And then you have y coordinate 9, that is in this direction. So let's say 3, 6 and 9. Then you see here negative. Negative is -8 we have here, right? The x coordinate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. -8. And what is the negative value of y? It is -6. So -3 and it is -6. Right? So this is how, based on these what you call point, you see x is 6 going maximum, y 9 it goes maximum, x -8 and then y it is -6. So I have all the points. Now let me show or plot or show the location of this point -8, 3. And you know that -8, 3 means it is exactly x, y. That means first x and then y. So x is -8. So that means you are here. And y is 3. That means you are here. So what you have to do here is that you are going to take what you call the values here. And this point, right? This is -8, 3. This point is, see, -8 and 3. So this is the point. It is in the second quadrant. This is first quadrant. This is third quadrant. And this is fourth quadrant. So definitely it is in the second quadrant because negative and positive. -4, 0. -4, 0. -4, 0 means we have here 1, 2, 3, 4. -4, right? 0. That means no y here. That means it is here only. So the point is here now. So -4, 0 is here. Because y is 0. Y is 0 means it doesn't go here or here. So it will remain here. Because the coordinate of this will be 0, 0. The coordinate of the origin is 0, 0. So either you go along the x-axis or y-axis. For x value, y values are 0, 0. So therefore, y is 0, right? And x is -4. The point is here. This 0, that is x is 0. That means you are here. -6. That means you are here. So this point is 0, -6. And then 6, 9. 6, 9. That means 6 and 9. So you are going here, coming here, and this point is 6, 9. This is how we show or plot the point on the coordinate system. So that is all about questions 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4, I have done question number 1. Coming to the next set of questions, that is question number 5 to 10. Examples 5 to 10. In this, you are given a point and you are going to state the quadrant in which that point lies. For example, number 5. The point is given -3, 2. This is given. So we have to answer this question. You are not plotting it. You are going to tell in which quadrant this point lies. That means, is it in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, or fourth quadrant? If it is first quadrant, you know that it is plus plus. If it is in the second quadrant, it is minus plus. If it is in third quadrant, it is minus minus. If it is in the fourth quadrant, then it is minus plus. This is second, minus plus, and fourth is plus minus. Plus minus. So this is the formulas you should remember. So based on this, you have to answer this. So this is actually what? Minus and plus. That means this. So therefore, this point is in the second quadrant. Exactly in the similar way, question number 10. What is it here? -18, -58. The point is given to you and you are going to tell in which quadrant this is present. So this is matching with this because this is minus and minus. So therefore this is in third quadrant. So this is how to answer question number 5 to 10. Coming to the next set of questions, that is questions 11 to 19. Example 11 to 19. So in this, we are using distance formula. What is distance formula? To solve this, you are using this formula. What is this exactly? Suppose you are given 2 points, P and Q, on any quadrant. Suppose the coordinate of P is given, that is x1, y1, and coordinate of Q is also given, which is x2, y2. And what are we doing here is, we are finding the distance from this. So we find the distance, that is D. What is the distance between the point P and Q? So if you want to find the distance or the length between the 2 points, so you are going to use this particular formula. D is equal to square root of x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. This is the formula which gives you the distance between any 2 points. Please remember, the coordinate of the point P and the coordinate of the point P must be given. That means x1, y1, x2, y2 must be given. So in all these 11 to 19, we are using this same formula. Either you use this or you can use this also, will give you the same answer. x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. This is also same, this is also same. But don't use the different. That means if you use x1 minus x2, use y1 minus y2. If you are using x2 minus x1, here also you use y2 minus y1. So don't use this. That is, if I write x1 minus x2 square plus y2 minus y1, don't use this, because you are using first taking x1 and x2, here you are taking y2 and y1, then it is wrong. Either you take x1 x2, y1 y2, x2 x1, y2 y1. So by both formulas you will be able to, you will get the same answer. That is what called distance formula. Let's do one example in this. Example number 12. 2 points are given, 6 comma minus 2 and minus 2 comma 4. You are given 2 points and you are asked to find the distance between these 2 points. So that is D equal to formula x1 minus x2 square y1 minus y2 square. What is x1 y1? First point is x1 y1. Second point is x2 y2. Just write down below that. Now you know x1 is 6, y1 is minus 2, x2 is minus 2, y2 is 4. Put it here. Under root x1. What is x1? It is 6 minus of minus 2 square. You see, 6 minus of minus, because this is already minus here, and x2 is minus, so it is 2 minuses here. But here between is plus, y1 is minus 2 minus 4 square. You see, y2 is 4. Properly substitute first. Then open the bracket inside. What happens here? 6 plus 4 square. Because minus into minus plus. Plus here minus 6 square, minus 2 minus 4. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 square is 100. Minus 6 square is plus 36. Remember here, square of negative is always positive. So minus 6 square is plus 36. So plus into plus plus. So 136 is the length or distance between this point and this point. If it is a perfect square, find the value. Otherwise, leave it as it is. So let's do number 14. Minus 6 minus 8 and 0 0. Well, D under root x1 minus x2 square y1 minus y2 square. Put here x1 y1 x2 y2. Put the values. So x1 minus 6 minus 0 square plus y1 minus 8 minus 0 square. That gives you minus 6 square, that is 36. That gives you minus 8 square, that is 64. Square root of 100. It is 10 is the answer. So similarly, you can do the remaining questions. Let's do number 19. 0 comma 1 and 1 comma 0. Let us find the distance between this. So this is x1 y1 x2 y2. So distance is under root 0 minus 1 square plus 1 minus 0 square, that is x1 minus x2 y1 minus y2. This will give you 1 and 1 because minus 1 square 1, 1 square is 1. So the answer is root 2, which is the distance between these 2 points. Then we will come to example 20 to 28. Examples 20 to 28. So here we are using this formula. Slope of a line. What is the slope of a line? How much angle or inclination it is making to the x-axis is the slope. So we are going to use this formula. y1 minus y2, x1 minus x2. This is the slope of a line where the 2 points are given. x1, y1 and x2, y2. Remember, these 2 points are given. So if you are given 2 points of a line and that the slope of that line is given by the formula this. Remember, up is y, down is x, not x up or y down. So difference of y coordinate divided by difference of x coordinate. So usually the slope is always denoted by the letter m. So that is the standard notation which we are using for the slope. So the slope of a line is given, means when the 2 points are given, is given by this. So what's, I told you the slope? Slope is inclination, that is slope. Slope means how much inclination a line makes to the x-axis. So obviously I have, these are the what we call scenarios. Line is what we call going up. That means here m is positive. That is, if the line is increasing, then the slope is positive. That is this m. If line is decreasing, remember, increasing from left to right, decreasing from left to right, then the slope is negative. This is positive. This is negative. If there is, it is not this line, look at it, this line doesn't going up or down. So then the slope is 0. And now this one, see that it is not going up, it is not going down, but it is vertical. That means it is exactly vertical to the x-axis. You see, to the x-axis if you take, it is going up. X-axis, it is going down. To the x-axis, it doesn't make any inclination, 0. Here, it is perpendicular to the x-axis. When it is so, remember, m is not defined. Not defined means the denominator of this becomes 0. If the denominator is 0, remember, the slope is not defined, then the line is perpendicular to the x-axis. So positive, increasing, negative, decreasing, 0, not increasing, not decreasing. Vertical means when the line is vertical to the x-axis, then it is not defined. That means the denominator will be 0. With all these concepts, let us solve examples 20 to 28. So here in this question 20 to 28, we are just finding the slope of a line where the 2 points are given. Let's take some example. Number 20. 3, 2 and 5, 1. These 2 points are given. And definitely when I join these 2 points, I get a line and I am finding the slope of that line. So slope That means m equal to the first point x1 y1 x2 y2. The formula is y1 minus y2 x1 minus x2. Substitute the values. Y1 how much? 2 minus 1 divided by y1 minus y2. X1 it is 3 minus 5. 2 minus 1 it is 1. 3 minus 5 it is minus 2. So this is less than 0. That means negative. So since it is negative, therefore the slope is negative. Therefore the line is what? Decreasing. That is, it is going down. That means it is like this to the x-axis. So this is how we find the slope, and then we can conclude if at all we are asked to conclude here. Let's take another example. -28 -2 comma 3 and -2 minus 4. Let's find the slope of this. So this is x1 y1 x2 y2. The slope m equal to y1 minus y2, that is 3 minus of minus 4. You see, 3 minus from the formula minus 4. x1 minus 2 minus of minus 2. You see, minus 2 and minus from the formula x2 is minus 2. Open the bracket, it is 3 plus 4. Open the bracket, minus 2 plus 2. Minus into minus plus. So 7 by 0. You see, the denominator is 0 here. When the denominator is 0, the slope is not defined. The slope is not defined. When the slope is not defined, definitely the line is like this, that is vertical. This line, when I join it, then definitely the line is vertical, because denominator 0, the slope is not defined, so it is vertical. So in the same way, we have so many examples here. The numerator can also be 0 sometime. So unfortunately we don't have any questions on that. So you'll have to just look into that and accordingly do it here. Coming to the question number 29. You can do 20 to 28 in the same way. Let me do the last 3 questions of this section, 29, 30, 31, one by one. Find B if the line or slope of the line passing through minus 2 is 12. You see what is given here. First of all, you are given 2 points, minus 2, 3 and 4B. This is given. 2 points are given. What else is given? The slope is also given, which is equal to 12. And you know that whenever 2 points are given, so all the the coordinates, I mean these should be numbered, but here it is not a number, that is, this is unknown. So your question is here, you are asked to find the B. What is that B? So slope is given, you are not finding the slope. 2 points are given. Out of 4, 3 given, the 4th is not given. So we are asked to find that B. We know the formula. M y1 minus y2 x1 minus x2. So this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. This is m. So put x1 y1 x2 y2 and m in this formula. What is m? 12 y1 3 minus b divided by minus 2 minus 4. You see, x1 minus x2. I put it here. Then we have what we call linear equation in B. So let us simplify first. 12 equal to 3 minus B. So it is minus 6. So we got linear equation in B with the power 1, B power 1. So it is a linear equation. Solve this, you will get the value of B. Cross multiply. 12 into minus 6 is equal to 3 minus B. So 12 into this, minus 72, 3 minus B. I want the value of B. So B, I will bring B, that is minus B, on the left side. It becomes B. Then 3 is already there, and minus 72 I will bring to the right side. It becomes plus 72. So the answer is 75. Is the answer for this. Let's do number 30. What is given? 5b, 2 points given, and minus 4, 2. And the slope is also given, 0. So, same x1, y1, x2, y2, slope is this. So, I put the values in this formula. M is 0, right? Y1 minus Y2. Y1 means B minus 2 by 5 minus or minus 4. Solving this, you see, 0 equal to B minus 2 divided by 5 plus 4. That is B minus 2 by 9. Cross multiply. 0 into 9 equal to B minus 2. That is 0 equal to B minus 2. Therefore, I will bring B on the left. Then minus B equal to minus 2 means B equal to 2. That is the answer. Coming to the last question. That is 31. What is given? Minus 3 comma 2 and a comma 5, and given that m is not defined. Right? So this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So you are asked to find the value of a. This is here to find. So write the formula here. M y1, y2, then x1, x2. So when I say m not defined means, you know that the denominator is 0. So what is your denominator here? This is 0, right? So x1 minus x2 is 0. So what is x1? Put it here. Minus 3 minus a equal to 0. I put that value. So what is the answer of this? Minus a equal to 3. Therefore, a is equal to minus 3. The answer. So remember here, whenever it is not defined, just take denominator 0, right? And then solve it, you get it. If it all depends upon how m is defined. So with this, I complete chapter 9, section 9.1. Thank you very much.